Hello, and this is Dead Space. It's a science fiction survival horror developed by EA back in 2008, which has a much deserved 18 rating. So if you are under the age of 18, please turn the video off now, because it's going to contain a lot of blood, guts, gore, violence, the usual. You play as the silent engineer called Isaac Clarke, who, along with a small team, embark on a repair mission after a deep space mining ship, the USG Ishimura, goes dark. Thinking it'll be a simple radio type problem, our heroes go trundling in, blissfully unaware of the horrors that await. It doesn't take long for the realisation that they need to leave, but unfortunately your ship gets destroyed on entry, so you're left trying to find an alternative route off the ship, while trying to survive against ex-crew members who have now become necromorphs.
Jesus! Open fire! Open fire! Cinder! Power! Cinder!
Come on! Got it!
Isaac! Get the hell out of there!
The doors are locked! Run! Run, Isaac! Get the hell out of there!
Dead Space is good at making you feel uneasy, sort of on edge while you're playing, with little things such as the heads-up display is in real time, so if you're getting attacked by monsters and you need some help, you better pick the right time to use it, and you've got to be fast. They also make it off-centre on a kind of a funny angle. They do it at the start of the game as well. There's a certain gritty, almost colourless atmosphere throughout. In fact, if not for all the lights on the back of Isaac's suit and the lashings of blood, it will be quite bland, what with a lot of browns, greys and other dull colours used. But I suppose what can you expect when it's set on an industrial spaceship for the most part? It's also a dark game, with only the dimmest of lights in most of the corridors. You find yourself aiming down the sights of your gun to use a little tiny spotlight on the end to see where you're actually going. There's a distinct lack of music throughout the game. Instead they go for more atmospheric noises, such as when Isaac's badly hurt. He hunches over and his breathing becomes sort of uneven, as if you can hear the pain that he's in, like he's sort of broke a rib or something. Also, when he's running out of oxygen, it really does sound like he's gasping for breath. You can hear the panic as you try to make it to the next airlock. These kind of things really do help suck you into the game.
Exiting zero gravity. Exiting vacuum.
At the start of the game you don't have any weapons. It doesn't take long, however, for you to get what I would consider probably the best gun in the game, the plasma cutter. It's definitely my most used gun right till the end, when I started to use the line gun a whole lot more. The plasma cutter is the only gun you get for free. All the rest you need to find specs for. This goes for guns and suits. Once you find your specs, you then take them to the store where you purchase the items. There's 7 different weapons in the game. There's the aforementioned plasma cutter, also the line gun. The pulse rifle. The flamethrower. The force gun. The contact beam. And last but not least, the Ripper. All the weapons apart from the plasma cutter have 2 fire modes. For example, the Ripper, you can either shoot your blades off or you can hover a blade a set distance from the front of your gun. This is good for these little face hugger type necros, but apart from this, I didn't really find a use for it. Mainly it's just to save a bit of ammo. You can keep 4 guns equipped at any one time, and if you purchase them all, you can keep the spare guns in the safe at the store. Although, to be honest, you only really use the plasma cutter and the line gun. The rest are there mainly for just when you're running out of ammo. Along with the guns, you also have a couple of special abilities. The first is a KINESIS module, which allows you to pick up objects with your mind. Red gas bottles are good for this because they explode on impact. The other is the stasis module. This causes a target to go under extreme slowdown. This will allow you to get past rapid moving objects, such as doors or fans. You can also shoot at enemies. This makes them a lot easier to kill, because they can't move. Your suit is equipped with something called deck navigation. This projects a holographic line on the floor showing you towards your current objective. I have to say, I love this feature. When you come to a crossroads, you can click to see which way your objective is. Then you can choose to go the opposite way, collect all the items before carrying on with the mission objectives. Along with shops, the Ishimura also has benches scattered around the ship. These are where you upgrade your weapons, your suits and your special abilities. You do this by spending nodes. You can either find your nodes or you can buy them in the shop. Now, if you're going to buy nodes, they are expensive, but luckily you can sell ammo or other valuable items that you find when you're on your missions. Although I would recommend not spending all your nodes, I would always keep one on us. Often you come across locked doors where you have to sacrifice a node to gain entry. In my experience, this is always worth doing, as you can sell what's inside for more than the cost of a node from a shop. There's not a great variety in the enemy type, mainly just necromorphs. The only differences are the bosses. There are different types of necromorphs, but they are variations on the same thing, to be honest, which is to be expected considering that they are the dead crew members of the Ishimura. As it tells you at the start of the game, the best way to kill them is by shooting their limbs off. Personally, I find the best way to kill them is by shooting their legs first, because if you shoot the heads off, you tend to get angry and just charge straight for you. I like this. It makes the game more interesting rather than just shooting them in the head or the body. It also means that you have to try to be as accurate as possible. Otherwise, you'll just end up wasting your bullets anyway. The story of Dead Space is very entertaining throughout, with Isaac trying to figure out what happened to the Ishimura and why. He's also on a personal mission to find his love interest, who's abandoned aboard the ship. With good voice acting and real-time cutscenes where you meet parts of the crew who, quite frankly, have gone mad. I won't give away any of the story, all I'll say is you're going to have to play it for yourself. I thoroughly enjoyed playing Dead Space. I could happily recommend it to almost anyone, the only exception being people who were afraid of playing horror games. At no point did it become a slog to get through, you know, where you're just sort of ploughing through a game to make sure you get it over and done with. Not this one. You can tell that the developers really did put their heart and soul into this game. They went into so much detail with everything, from all the billboards scattered around to the infomercials. They really did make it look like it was a lived-in environment, not just a spaceship that people come to work on. You could see that people actually did live there. I could honestly talk about Dead Space for hours, but I'm trying to keep the video short, so I think I'll just end the video right about now.